You know, it's just part one. I'm trying to make it to the, NFL MVP. Alright, let's start it off now. I forgot what go first. I think I'm probably up at a training camp. If not, I'm probably playing my first game. I mean, I got a linebacker build, but if y'all want me to hop on that, hey, just put it up in the comments below. And I can hop on that linebacker build. Yeah, alright. I'm in that first game.
The eyes of the college football world have descended upon this grand palace, the Superdome in New Orleans. Tonight, it's the second of our two semifinal matchups in the college football playoffs, as it'll be the Florida Gators taking on the Clemson Tigers.
All right. Let's get to it, man. Can't skip none of this either. It sucks. Kicking the ball out first, though, it seems I'm getting that happen.
For the right to play in next Monday's national championship game in Miami, we are underway here in New Orleans. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's try to catch a pick, man. Let's try to pick
First
the ball
and 10,
out.
Florida. They start the drive with Jennings. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, cut their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. White looks to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
They throwing a pick. I don't care.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. White drops it off in the flat to Jennings. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it past the 45.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
I might have to hit the cover 3 back up. So I might have to hit the cover 3 back up.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The defensive line, pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches.
I'm too used to my life.
It's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
I can't
well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10. As they've got things rolling on this drive. To throw, White. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And this time to the 30, it'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it.
Yes, sir.
With a strong run game.
That's a field goal, right?
And if you're in 4-down territory,
that should be a field goal. Yes, sir. It is a field goal.
Florida going to send on the field goal team here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this one is right down the middle. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
All right, man. Now we up on offense.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Let's start this off with a clean pass play. Not too much.
Now a play fake here on first down. Flush to his right. He finds his man complete. That's Powers. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big play that time through the air.
It's structure inside zone.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run with Jewell, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I guess I'm trying. I think they are field goal.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they've got to make sure they get him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They should not score.
Now White with a 1st down throw.
Yeah.
Under pressure here, and down he goes.
They back behind the 50.
Back at about the 43-yard line. Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now White. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Now White. And Beasley with it over the middle. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this score will stay right where it is. The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the 2nd half of this semifinal matchup. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secure. And a lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
We started putting that halfback screen.
Looking to throw. Madden. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Well, that was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get on field and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you get all that open space, The big guys leading the way.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The run game not working. Which means I'm going to have to pass the ball for the rest of the game.
Back to throw. Madden. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So they come away from this opening drive in the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them.
Let's see what the coach thinks about.
In the same vein. Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
They run again with Jennings.
Damn!
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. Here's White. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Jennings. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They go screenplay with Jennings. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Florida's punter is out there now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. .47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
To throw on 2nd down, Madden. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Powers. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stop happens with just over a minute to go in the game. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Second down at 5. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. Off the play fake. Madden steps away. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away.
And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Jackson Henry in the final minute. And the Tigers have taken the lead. Now the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. And with time of factor here late, he'll just take it in and put it out to the 25. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts. You got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. Back to throw. Underneath for Jennings. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 more yards this time coming off back-to-back first down pickups. So led by a collective team effort.
Yes, sir. All right. We will pick up upon everything in the next episode. All right, guys. Well, Beverly depends. Shall we do one more for the culture? Should we do one more?
Well, some of the biggest stars of the
we're gonna do this, then it's over.
Will be on display tonight as we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Tonight we play for the College Football Playoffs National Championship as we'll see the Miami Hurricanes taking on the Clemson Tigers.
The championship, and I wish I could turn the volume down, but I cannot. I found a way.
All set for football now in South Florida. Well, strap in, folks. It's going to be a good one, and we are underway in the national championship game. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. Now Daniel. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
On 3rd down, Frazier. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll try the air now with Daniel. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Frazier. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
How did that just happen?
Oh, that's a big let-off there on 3rd down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a 1st down, but for big yardage as well.
Daniel's throw hauled in by Washington. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. They fake the give. Daniel got his man complete over the middle. That's Henderson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, Daniel. That's taken in by Henderson. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
This right here is going
backs
most likely
up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield.
And that is caught. Touchdown Miami. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Hurricanes marching right down the field on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now a 7-0 game. So following the touchdown, here's the Miami kick team to send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
I'm going to try and sit a man deep. See if he's going to catch it.
On 1st and 10, Madden. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 25. They could not ask for a worse start. You give up a touchdown on the game's opening drive, and then you turn right around and throw the interception on your very first play.
And this is where the coaching staff has to earn its money because they've got to calm these guys down a little bit. Just as you noted, a horrendous start, both sides of the ball. But now the defense, which gave up an opening drive touchdown, they've got to go out there now and start playing like the team they want to be.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Daniel.
Bro, please fumble. Like, dang. I'm getting all these hits stuff like
That's a big
fumble.
pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number one. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Daniel throwing again. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Hurricanes. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Hurricanes add on to their advantage.
No, it is me.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second.
But hey,
sometimes you just have to
we
have
still
some
got one more
patience.
half to go.
People think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing.
It's good.
Sometimes
It's
you
good.
just have to do your game plan
You're
just
not
a
gonna
little
win.
bit better.
I come back.
And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Why these bozos can run me to run the ball?
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And bulldozing his way through.
That's the second pickout.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Look at this. Just get one stop. Just
now
one.
The offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
That's why I don't like playing defense, bro.
Here's Daniel. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Now Daniel on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown.